Jefferson climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness!
What is going on, everyone? AP over here at Rumpier Sports, bringing to you once again. We got the Showdown show round 4 this week. It's been a birdie fest. It's been freaking wild. Like, we got Ricky Fowler up top. I mean, the big question, is he gonna close it out? Had another monster day. You got Adam Hadwin up there, 9 under. I mean, it's insane. Kurt, how's it going, man? Let's bring you in. What do you think so far of the tournament this week?
I'm usually not a birdie fest hater, man, but like, this is it's been tough to pin down. You know, like I was saying, Tony backstage, I feel like I had a great player pool today, and then Ricky Fowler just come and took a big old dump on my chest. So yeah, that hurt. Lost about 10% today. I did have a good round too, though, so I am up like on the weekend showdown, but like, I like to be very transparent on this. I think it'll be completely different after the show, but right now, my confidence level heading into this is a little shaky. I can't lie, but I think I'll have a moment of clarity at some point on this show where I'll have the vision. But right now, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit like, I mean, what do you do? Like any of these guys, like the most ludicrous lineup tomorrow could ship it, and it's tough, but I'm ready to get after it.
Yeah, I think, just going back to last year, you wanted Tony Finau in your lineup. He just ran away with it. So not only did he score really well in round 4, he got the placement points as well. Could that be Ricky tomorrow? I mean, the guy's just been a birdie machine, hasn't been the best on round 4s, but it's an easy track. It's an easy field. Is he getting if I'm Ricky Fowler, I'm not as intimidated when you're, in the final group with Adam Hadwin, and then you got these random guys chasing you. I mean, Colin Morikawa, he's 4 shot. I mean, it's going to be really interesting. But all of these guys, even the leaders, they're going into tomorrow knowing that they have to go low. So I think it's gonna add a really interesting dynamic. I think you can make some rules and stuff. Like, you could make a group of these leaders, and you could just say, I want at least one and only one in all of my lineups. And so that already gets you different, because what we know is a lot of people just jam in all the leaders. Ricky Fowler, Adam Hadwin. Fowler's 10-8, Hadwin 8-4. You got this Peter guy. He's 6'2". He's going to be popular. Let's talk about this top tier array. So we're going to go leaderboard style like we always do. And before we get into it, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We both appreciate it. But Kurt, let's start with T6 and up. So it's a big group here, but all of these guys are going to get some ownership. What are you doing with this range? Who do you like? Anyone you're fading?
So with Rick, we got to assume he's going to be over 50%, right? Like 54, maybe I could see. And I like the reference to Tony last year, but man, he came out and he just pedal to the metal. I can't remember what he scored, what was the number, but he was not playing a guy that was in the lead. He was just straight going for it. You'd think he was chasing someone down. Now, will Ricky have that mindset tomorrow? I don't know. The guy's hungry for a win tomorrow. So I hope, for his sake, that he does come out, play like that tomorrow. I'll have that decision probably later on. But as of right now, I'm leaning towards fading the ownership and just hoping that he goes 3 under or something and just someone else catches him. So
you're talking about Ricky, right?
Yeah. So right now I'm leaning the Ricky fade, and the Aaron Rye. There's no chance I'm playing Aaron Rye on Sunday. Even I don't care how good the stats look. This is not happening. The guy's a scumbag. I actually I'd rather play Peter Quest. The stats similar. Give me the discounted price, and then probably dare I say Pender's my favorite guy up here, and Dylan Wu. Shout out Snyder.
I mean, yeah, Dylan Wu. I mean, I don't know. So I go back and forth. When you just look at pricing does matter. And Ricky being 10-8, I feel like that has to cap his ownership a little bit. So I'm not torn on. And Ricky is just so due for a win. I think I mean, Kurt, you've been crushing these showdown things. So like going against you makes me a little.
Like I said, I mean, I work best at 6 8. Like I wake up like an hour and a half before lock, and that's when I've been putting on the cords because that's when I've just like have the most focus. So I could wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, actually, you know what? I'm just going to lock in Ricky. But as of right now, that's where I'm leaning. But I get it. I just don't know.
He's just like he's been in this spot so many times. It's a track. He what?
He's in a great rhythm. He won't have to shit tomorrow on the back nine. So like
we talked about it on the main slate show, and honestly, hindsight's 50-50. And yeah, I admit it. The first step when you have a problem, right? The first step is admitting. Like you got to admit it. I admit I have a Justin Thomas problem. I haven't admitted it to this point, but again, I admit I got a Justin Thomas problem. It's freaking blinded me. That one stupid round, his 62 last week, Kurt. That freaking 62 is what did me in. But so like my main slate build was JT and Rick, and then I was just kind of punting, and I should have. I mean, God, like Ricky Fowler's just been so due. He's been playing so good. He's been incredible, and I feel like this is the chance where I don't think he has the amount of pressure on him because like he's been in this spot now multiple times this season. I think he closes it out, man. This is a track where you can make a lot of birdies. What's Rick been doing? What's he been the best at? Like in all of golf, making birdies. Yeah, it's hard to make big scores here unless you're Justin Thomas. I mean, I think he follows it up with another big round, and I hope the price keeps ownership down a little bit. That's like my one thing with Rick.
Another thing too is like, as far as the pressure goes, like go out there. It's an easy course. Shoot a 6 under. And if someone beats that number, then so be it. Like go out there, post your 6. Like there's so many birdies to be had. It's got to feel. I mean, saying shoot a 600 sounds easy, but like let's be honest, what these guys are doing right now is, if you just tell them, hey,
look at these birdies. Yeah, birdie. I mean, God, he just tore up. Like he closed so strong too. I mean, that's going to be tough. Like I guess I worry a little bit more about your boy here. Like I just feel like he's been playing well here for sure.
Well, he's actually been decent lately too, wasn't it? We were playing him in Showdown like 2 weeks ago or something. And it's a pricing thing. What's your jam? Like if you want to do like maybe the Ricky and Colin lineups, then obviously.
From a stats perspective too, I mean, you gotta like. So like if we turn it over to rank, I mean, man, his irons are dialed. That's what we know. Yep. And the crazy thing is he could still improve a little bit with the putter. So I guess just to sum up this range, I like Ricky. I think he's going to be I think what you do, especially if you're multi-entering, I think the decision up here is between Colin Morikawa and Ricky Fowler, right? So Morikawa's 10-6, Ricky Fowler's 10-8. I think depending on what your strategy is, again, I play pretty aggressive. I think what I'm doing, Kurt, is locking one or the other. And my lean is Ricky Fowler, fading Morikawa, because then you have all of these other guys that you can match with him in this range. Like I could have a Rick, and then I could have a Pendrith build, and then fade Hadwin. So like I would have a rule in there, maybe Pendrith or Hadwin. Like I don't know if I want those two guys in the same build. You could do that with a lot of these guys. So I obviously like this range. It's tricky because the winner could come from anywhere. I mean, it's an ownership game. This is a birdie fest. You get the placement points, but they're not as valuable as just how easy this course is. You want to like if you get a guy that's going to go 6-7 under and he's first thing out in the morning, I'm going to have interest in that. I'm going to have a lot of interest in that. But I do think you want a few of these guys up top because they're going to also have to go low tomorrow. So they're going to rack up those birdies too, and they're going to get the placement points on top of it.
With the soft conditions, do you think we can see we've not seen a 10 under yet, have we? Hadwin's 9 under was the best, right? With the softer conditions, dare I say 10, 11's out there tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I mean, at this course, like, man.
I mean, it's going to be wet. It's going to be like there's going to be more rain coming in about 10 or 11, I believe, too.
I'm so tilted. I played Lucas Glover last week. I didn't play. I'm like, this dude sucks. He comes out and just owns me. What a bum. Talking about myself also, not Lucas Glover. Let's all right. So your top 3 favorite guys, let's sum up this range.
Let me go Taylor P.
I like that.
Dylan Wu. Give me Peter Quest because I haven't made the Ricky decision yet. But
I'm gonna go Taylor Moore, Ricky Fowler, and then our boy Dylan Wu. Let's go down to this next range. Let's go T11 all the way. Let's get the T20s in there. So Ryan Palmer all the way up to Lucas Glover. You got Brian Harmon in there. You got, what do you like better? Do you like the values or the ranks better when looking at the strokes gained data?
I'd actually never look at the ranks, so I guess it would be kind of cool to see those for once. But
let's just do that.
I always just use the numbers too.
I always just like to see who's hitting it good, who's hitting it the best.
I also love that you're using the event stats instead of round 3.
Yeah, I think that's important too. Again, this is datagolf.com, live-tournament-stats. I just like looking at it for Showdown. It can give you an idea of who's hitting it good. Like we can look right here, Cam Davis, obviously a guy who's won here. His approach game's on point. This is a guy that could go low. Especially all right, so here's the other thing I like about it too. So now we can say, okay, he struggled today. Where did he struggle at and why? What did he do the other 2 days? Oh, he went low. And he tried. Maybe it's a zigzag theory, if that's something you believe in. So he had a fine round, 3 under, went low, and then had a 3 under. Maybe he goes low again. Cam Davis, I could see him going low here. His irons are on point, solid tee to green. Just struggling a little bit putting and around the green.
Last Sunday for us. I caught him last Sunday.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, it was 63 of the Travelers on Sunday last week.
Cam Davis. Let's see his price tag. 93. Oh, I love that. I love that. All right, but talk to me about this range. Let's go T11s all the way to T20s.
Yeah, so start off Cam Davis. I'm going to keep riding that. Ryan Palmer, I believe he's also – I liked him coming the week. I like Ryan Palmer a little too much. Sunday, not a great Sunday score, but he finished bogey at the end. He was so close to having like the 7 under nut round, bogey free for me, but didn't get there. I'll keep playing him. I'm not playing Troy Merritt. I might keep riding the Swedes. So Alex Noren, keep playing him. Actually, he coming into it, grades out well at Birdie Fest. Chris Kirk is interesting to me. My biggest fade in this range is going to be Glover Harmon. Yeah, I was talking about my biggest fade. I feel like that's because this is such a big range. I do not want Glover Harmon, even though I have him as an outright ticket. I don't want Hogegaard tomorrow. And don't want Peter. Peter's not even striping the ball well. So basically, it's all those guys in order. All those first T11 guys I don't like. And then I like all the bottom 11s.
Yeah, Lucas Glover, 8 under. All right. So, when you golf, when you have, again, I'm not a good golfer at all, but anytime I go out and I have a really good round, I'm, always feeling good about it. But the next time I go out, it's back to reality, and that happens with the best of them, too. So, I'm with you on the Glover fade, 8 under today. I would be shocked if he went low again. I could see Brian Harmon going low. He went low last week.
It was only on the par 5s that he did it today, right? Go to it.
Yeah, so he was awesome on the par 5s. 3 under on the par 5s. He just had a ho-hum back 9. So,
and he's 9,200 tomorrow. What?
Yeah, that's tough. Never mind. 9,200. And pricing matters. I would, just like I talked about.
$600 less?
I like that. But just like I talked about Ricky Fowler or Colin Morikawa, you could do the same thing with Cam Davis versus Brian Harmon.
Yes.
I think we both agree that we're going to take Cameron Davis over Brian Harmon. Cam Davis, he's nuked. He's won here. All he needs to do, the guy is a machine off the tee. His irons are dialed in. All he needs to do is clean it up around the greens and putting. Sign me up, man. I love Cam Davis.
You know what else is the thing about him? You'll know early. If you need a closed laptop, he'll let you know. Okay, the guy's either going to be terrible or he's going to nuke for you, and you're going to ship everything. It's like last week. I played him on Saturday, did terrible for me. I was oh shit. I was I don't care. I'm going right back to him, and then he won me all the money back and then some. So it's always nice to have a guy that'll let you know early, so you can know if you need to go out, see the kids, play with the wife, whatever the hell you do. Cam Davis.
Yeah, and then one of the other things too is like these guys that are in the 6K. I really just want to set at least some like ceiling max numbers on them, and then like maybe like we talked about Lucas Glover, just unchecking them, full fading them. But some of these other guys, I don't mind having a little bit, but they just always seem to get ownership just because naturally they're higher up on the leaderboard. They just naturally, if you're using an optimizer, they fit in there. Like, but what are you doing with – oh, go ahead.
Mount?
No, I was going to say Sung J M. So he's 10K.
That's – oh, God, that is so tough, dude. So I guess he would kind of fit in my Ricky M. Peter Quest. Like, I'm using my favorite 6K guy, Peter Quest, because like 6,200, and then you got Mount Audi. I hate Mount Audi. I hate Glover. I hate all the other 6K guys. And like some of these guys are going to get placement points, which is so key tomorrow because everyone's going to shoot 4 or 5 under. Like – so those placement points actually make a big deal. The streaks, all those little bonus bullshit points, that'll be the key tomorrow. So if you're going to do well or not, did you got to get a streak? Did you get an eagle? Did you get bogey free? The placement points from like so. I don't know, man. 10K is a lot.
I still think Sung Jae. Like I'm not. I think the price is too much. I think again, I would put him in that group with Cam Davis, Brian Harmon. And again, I'm going to Cam Davis. I think he is the guy there, and we get a savings, $700 savings off of Sung J M.
I like Keegan way more. Too.
Because another way to look at this is, some of these names with all of the value up here, naturally people are going to overproject some of these higher priced guys. It's just how it always happens. But like, look at this. Ches Reavie went 700 today. He outscored Sung J M. Like all of these guys, you just almost have to look at this, take away the names if you can, and just think about it in a different way. Like look at the ownership, get an idea who's going to be more higher owned, and you just got to make leverage stands. It's like so key in Birdie Fest, and then especially going into round 4. So I think like if Sung J M lands in a few of my builds, like I don't think I'm going to full fade him. I definitely think I'm going to be underweight the field, though.
2 6K guys I do like are going to be Troy Merritt, which is insane to say, and Tyler Duncan. I like to come into the week, would rank Duncan higher, but Troy obviously loves this place. That's pretty apparent. Talked about a couple 6K guys I don't like. There's 2 more that I do like, Troy Merritt and Tyler Duncan.
Let's give our top 3 favorite plays in this range. I'm going to go first this time.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to say, I think we both agree, Cam Davis, number 1. I'm gonna, man. I didn't talk about him a lot, but I kind of like my guy Chris Kirky. I liked him at the start of the week. He's a guy that knows how to go low. If he can clean up the putting, everything else looks really good. Approach looks good. Tee to green, solid. He's been awesome around the greens. If he cleans up the putter, I think he can go low. Let's just see real quick. So I mean, not bad. 5. I think he has 1 nuke left in him. He's been really solid. It would not surprise me if he fired like a 64 or something. I think he has that in him. And then I think my last guy is going to be, it has to be, I don't love it, but like Tyler Duncan. Yeah. I mean, all right. So one thing too, and I'm kind of upset at Main Slack because I kept looking at it. One thing I always do, I pull up a much larger history sample, and I sort it by easiest tracks out there. And if you go and look at the heat map, you're going to see easy scoring tracks. Tyler Duncan is in my top 10. I didn't play Tyler Duncan this week, though. I'm a donkey. I think I'm going to play him tomorrow, though. T20, I think he has another 5-6 under type of round in him, and you're going to get a little extra placement points there. Who's your top 3?
I mean, I'm literally have to change it up because that's
you can copy. Duncan, I think I copied some of yours, so you can copy
Duncan
some
would have been
mine.
my 2, but let me throw in a bonus one. Like I said, I mentioned I like Troy Merritt, but I'll throw in Alex Noren because I'm going to do the all Sweden lineup.
Dude, he's the other guy too.
Easy tracks.
On these tracks, yeah, he's been really hit or miss on the season. Like he's had a bunch of missed cuts, but I believe he has a win earlier in the season. Or
just mixing and matching these 6, 8, 7K guys. That's what I'm doing. Like, if you're doing like 20, 30, 40 lines tomorrow, like I think that's the nuts. Like just rotating these. I
could be wrong on the win. I know he has a few really high finishes though.
He's won on the tour. I don't know.
Yeah, this year.
Oh, no. He's been terrible this year. He's been horrible.
No, but he's been. But I'm saying when he hasn't been horrible, he's had good finishes.
Yeah.
I could be getting mixed up with someone else, but
no, when he makes the cut, I think you're right. Yeah.
Let's go down to this next range. So yeah, let's go T26 all the way to T30. So bigger range here. Then we'll go to the dumpster diving range, and then we'll do a show core.
Boom.
Our guy here. I mean, how do you Aberg? Like, I mean, is this the most surprising result of the day?
I mean, his irons. I'm guessing his irons aren't there yet. I'm very heavy on him classic. I was a little worried though because I was like, his irons aren't elite as his off the tee is yet. It's gonna come. He's gonna have that ability eventually, but right now he's not the best iron player.
Yeah. So just looking at it on approach. So that's what we're looking at right here. I mean, yeah, you can just see, I think round one was his
best.
Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, that's, again, you want those solid iron players. What's Aberg's price round 4?
9.5K. That's all.
So he's right there by Keegan Bradley. I mean, what are you doing between him and Keegan?
Oh, I'm doing Keegan and I'm fading Aberg completely. I'm hoping Aberg gets like maybe 10%. Hopefully I get people to get 10% of him. I'll do a hard fade. I'll probably shoot 3 or 4 under with no streak, no bogey free, nothing like that.
So talk me through the rest of this range too. So a lot of these guys, I mean, Sam Bennett had I think this could also be like a bounce back range. Like this is when we talked about the guys that nuked, I'm really trying to get like today's round out of sight, out of mind. I'm going to sift through here. I'm going to go through and I'm going to say, okay, well, who had some nice rounds earlier in the week? Who can go low? Like I think Doug Gim could go low, but who do you like down in this range? Like talk me through this range.
Right off rip, a random name I'm going to throw out. Trevor Cohn.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the guy off the tee. I think is what I hold a lot of his Rainmakers cards. So
he was in my I know nothing about him, so maybe you can educate me, but he was in my heat map rankings too. Like he was a punt value. It's just crazy that he finished
Trevor hit ball far.
Yes. Okay. So that's what it was. Okay. That's what it was. The guy nukes it off the tee.
But what's crazy is he actually has more spike iron rounds than what I've seen from Aberg lately. I mean, obviously I've not seen much of Aberg, but like Trevor Cohn, I feel like he's more reluctant to get the spike approach round, and he's been terrible with the short game. So he's 6,300. I think he could spike using that distance. Those guys aren't going to have the rollout tomorrow with it being wet, so kind of having the distance is going to be key for him, as it will be for Aberg, but he's not 9.5K, so there's a big difference there. And then JJ Spawn played in the day, 500, not bad, but still just did a lot of the ball striking and not much with the short game. Doug Gim, like the Doug Gim call, y'all know I like Asians, so no big deal. Sam Bennett was nice to me today. I think I might be off Sam Bennett's because I don't know. I just don't think he's one to – he's even mentioned it. Like he's mentioned it that he knows that he's getting worn down as these tournaments go on. Today he shot the 6 under after bouncing back, probably mentally drained. I don't think he can do that again. I think he shoots like a 3 or 4, nothing crazy. I want everyone to shoot like 7 under tomorrow. That's what I think we'll need from these soft conditions. So no for Sam Bennett. Very high on Trevor Cohn, JJ Spawn, Keegan Bradley.
Yeah, I like that. I was just looking for our boy Max Homa. What's his price tag tomorrow? Why can't I find him?
I'm playing him tomorrow. It's 10-2.
10-2.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at the. Oh, yeah, there he is. I was looking too far down. 10-2. I do like Max Homa. So Max Homa's been vocal about how he just keep playing his game. And look, it looks like the irons are starting to come around. Yeah. It's the putter. Clean up the putter. And he's going to go low. So I think Max Homa could be a guy that should be plenty motivated. Like, is he going to win? No. If he goes on fires like 8 under, I think he has that upside in him. I think he could do that. He would have a nice finish if he did that. So I like Max Homa. I think he's a great play. I think, again, we like Ricky, but if you're not playing Ricky, that's why I said Ricky or Morikawa. You can't play all of these 10K guys. I would lump Max Homa in there. So I would, again, be playing Max Homa over Colin Morikawa. So Russell Knox, He was a guy I looked at, and he's a course horse guy. So he was like I believe a flat 6K or like 6'2", 6'1" for the main slate. He made like the heat map. I didn't play him because I thought he was a horrible play because it was just only course history. He's missed a billion cuts. He's been absolutely horrible. There's something to be said right now about these course horse guys. And Russell Knox is one. The other thing I like too, Kurt, is he's gotten better every round. He shot a 2 under. He shot a 3 under. And then today he went deeper, 5 under. So I like Russell Knox. I think I'm gonna have some interest in him. I'm with you on the Sam Bennett fade. I like JJ Spawn. I'm really torn on what to do with Aberg. I love his game. I think he bounces back though. I think now the pressure's off. He's going to be swinging it free. He has no chance to win. He can go out and put up a nice score though. So I like Aberg. Is he in that same range?
He's 9.5. That's the only issue. 9.5?
Yeah, but he's a stud. I don't know. I'm not going to fade. I'm not going to fade him. I'm going to give him a.
Okay. When you say bounce back though, like what number are you going to what are you expecting with a bounce back? Because I want big. Like what do you shoot round 1?
Yeah, I mean it's 7 under.
See, I don't think he can match that, and I want that. I
mean he did that with 2 bogeys. I think he could match it. He's going to be swinging free.
He's not a good iron player to do that twice in a tournament. Yet. The guy's going to be amazing. I'm just saying not yet.
I got you. And then I do like some of your other Asians. I like Satoshi Kodaira. Soon you'll know. I think those are all fine plays. Again, I think down in this range, I'm not going to call these guys chasers, but this is a different tournament. Anyone can help you win. And you're going to get a lot of these guys, and especially the guys in the next range, at significantly lower ownership. And you have to put a value on that because leverage is everything. You see it each and every week how the optimal lineup is typically lacking multiple players up top. And when you look at everyone's strategy, they're all jamming in all the guys in the top. So you want to include a few of these guys, in my opinion, down in this range. Let's go with our 3 favorites. Let's go with you first, Kurt.
All right. I see some Aberg comments in the chat. So I'm going to say one more thing. He's sandwiched right in between Keegan and Cam Davis. In no way am I playing him tomorrow over those 2 guys.
I mean, we got this guy. We got Jay. This has to be a troll. The name JT.
But what's
funny, you got JT and Chat just trolling me because JT's my guy, and it's brutal.
I'm flag playing the Aberg fade tomorrow. What's funny? He's in my 2 best 6 out of 6s, so I'm in a win-win situation.
Yeah. And Locks. Locks. We started like 2 hours before the show was supposed to start, so the people haven't got in here yet.
All right, but I'm gonna rank my 3.
Hell yeah! Look at this. Awesome work. I believe we had Locks on the show, and we had
the Marty Dow call, and I'm going back to him tomorrow. Good call.
Yeah.
Marty Dow was big. He was I'm pretty sure he was in the optimal, so good job by them.
I mean, the best thing was when Locks texted me last night. He was having computer issues, and I think it was 20 minutes before I got his text. I'm a solo man right now. My wife and daughter, they're in Vegas for a dance thing. My son had a sleepover last night party. I popped the gummy. I'm feeling good. I get this text from Locks asking me to step on. I'm like, I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, gummy will hit in 15 minutes mid-show. I'm like, I can't go on. Oh, man. But Locks is a hero. He got his stuff working, so we love you, Locks. Now, Kurt, I missed completely what you said. Did you give your 3 favorites from this range?
No, I'm going to go DJ Spawn in no particular order yet because it's hard. DJ Spawn, Trevor Cone. Third one's tough for me. I'm gonna go hand in hand with you on JJ Spawn. So that's we've agreed. I like Cullen too, but I'm gonna give you that one. Okay. We can agree on the JJ Spawn. I'm gonna go Aberg. How I envision my builds, and I got to actually go and reserve myself. But I'm gonna have Ricky. I'm gonna fade Morikawa. I need another stud, maybe 2, and that's Homa, and then Aberg will be my 2 studs, and then I need one more down from this range.
Who's your other one? I don't want to take that. Was it Gim?
I was gonna say Gim because he's Asian, but I'm like I'm not playing soon because it's just all putter with him. And
I'm gonna go Russell Knox as my other one. Is just
I
like
was gonna tell you another thing about that is I always play him when I know there's rain in the forecast. So
I'm trying to find his price too, and I can't find it. 6,300. There we go.
Yeah.
I might actually look at like a Homa and like an Aberg or a Homa and Rick, and then with Russell Knox at 6,300, you can make it work. So like what I'm saying is the value's way up top. So we talked about a few of these guys in the 6K range. Jan, who's another one? I think Glover. That's what we're fading. I like I'm fine playing these 6K guys way down here because people just assume they're not going to get the placement points. I don't really care about that at a birdie fest. I care about birdies and eagles. So Russell Knox has been terrible, but this is a course that he likes and he's been playing well. So that will be my cheapie down in this range. Let's polish this off with everyone else basically. Kind of, I can't fit everyone in this range, but talk me through it.
Oh, dear Lord. Callum Tarrant still been striking the ball well. Good bounce back candidate. He definitely cucked me today. I would have made a lot more money if he did literally anything. So I will go right back there. Kind of similar to Sam Bennett play. I think he can bounce back in a similar way, even though he did not implode nearly as bad. Smalley still striking it pretty decently. Let me see what they price him down. I do not want to pay the 8K again. He's 9K, so there ain't a chance in hell that's happening. I don't care. It didn't happen. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Is Jaeger priced down? Like they price these guys 9-1. I mean, like what is the point of playing these guys? I'm just gonna.
Are they all just expensive?
Yeah, all the ones that are worth a shit and have good stats are. So.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these guys again can.
Yeah.
Where it's gonna be reflected at is in their ownership. And you're going to get, so like when you look at like a Jaeger or a Smalley, you have to then think, okay, they're priced up. We know it's a birdie fest. Since they're priced up, not as many people are going to play them. And so that's that value factor that I'm placing on some of these guys here. So if the ownership is low enough, there's value on.
We know Carson Young can go low.
I like Carson Young.
You know.
He's been a stud for us too.
Yeah.
What about Scott Stallings? He's a course horse guy. He's had such a rough year. He's had a rough year. I think he finally got into the 60s. I think maybe he gets it going.
Oh God!
I know, but again, we're down here and we're dumpster diving. We're trying to find something. Every single week, it seems like the winner always. Whoever wins always has someone way down here, someone who started out, bright early in the morning, fired a low round that was unsuspecting. I think Scott Stallings could be that guy.
What about Ryan Moore?
I mean, Ryan.
Look at the stats.
I would put him in the Stallings category. It's a guy that has been horrible on the year. He's found a little bit of something. I mean, I could get on board with that.
6,400 ain't bad.
Wait, where's he at? You said look at the stats.
Stats are good.
Where's he at?
He's 261 right there. Stop. 78th in putting this week.
I mean, he's always horrible at putting. Ryan Moore.
Yeah, but like, come on.
Let's look at the scorecard.
Making the cut, still 78th. Like, not to mention a good round 4 score when he has made the cuts. So,
and he fired He fired a nice 5-under opening round. I could get on board with a little Ryan Moore. I like that.
Look at that.
Little bounce back.
Yeah, he shot a 67 at Pebble on the final day. Not terrible.
Now, sometimes I've made the mistake of just like blindly Xing out some of these guys. I don't think I'm going to do that this week. I just think, do I want a lot of these guys? No, but like a Justin Suh, I mean, I could see him going low. He's had a good year. He had a tough day today. Let's see he's had some a tough round 2, a tough round 3, but he was awesome in round 1.
How about Svensson? What did he do today? Okay.
He was 1 under.
Lost about 3 strokes on approach. That's awesome stuff, jackass.
But I mean, he had an awesome second round. So again, this is a zigzag guy. I like the zigzag guys. Tough opening round, good second round, tough third round. Maybe he nukes it on Sunday. We see it each and every week, Kurt. And I sometimes blindly cross these guys out. I'm not going to do that. Svensson's going to be in my pool. Scott Stallings, I think he's going to be in my pool. It just seems like I could see him going low. These are the plays where I throw away the stats and I just say, who has in the last year at least shown us something? Now Scott Stallings hasn't shown us something in a while, but this is a track that he likes. Finally made a cut.
This stretch last year when he got hot.
Yeah, so my point here is don't go crazy, but anyone, I mean it literally. Any of these guys can have upside at this track. I mean, we've seen it all week. So is there anyone else you want to mention?
Locks mentioned in the chat, and I was looking at it, and Straka bounced back, and then you go look at his price, it's $8,900. Dog, I can't pay that. I'm sorry, I can't pay. I know I'm saying a lot of guys are overpriced, but it's really not the issue. Let me go to his range.
A JT type of range.
I'm sure Locks didn't look at his price yet, because how in God's name would you think he would be $8,900?
And that's so. And that's where when you look at the projections, I would look at a guy like that, and then I would look at guys that are in that range, but maybe elsewhere on the map, and I would make sure that I would adjust the projection accordingly, according to who you like more.
8,900 is just ridiculous. God, I don't think I've ever seen this, but projection with how insanely badly priced some of these guys are, I think projections might be kind of clutch tomorrow. I actually might take a peek at them. I never do, ever.
I mean, Davis Riley, at least he 4 under in round one. I mean, again, I'm not saying I like a lot of these guys, but
he's decently priced. 7,800. Yeah, I'll pay 7,800 for Davis Riley. I know he's talented. I'll do that for sure.
Like what I'm saying is, you got your core group of guys that you're overweight on.
Yeah.
Don't eliminate these guys. Have them be your mix and your sprinkles. You know what I mean? Like the little salt bag guy, a little sprinkle.
We'll use an example today.
Sprinkle a little Robert Streb in there.
Tell you
a little Martin Laird.
Martin Laird.
Sprinkle them in.
I'll use an example today. Is I kept getting passed by Aalborg teams. Aalborg shot +1 today, which was 4 strokes over the average. I was getting passed by Aalborg team. Do you want to know why I was getting passed? Because the guys were playing Adam Hadwin. So if you get these nut rounds where they get the streak, bogey free round, everything from these guys, you'd be like, oh wow, but he played Aaron Ryan. Aaron Ryan shot only 200. Well, it's because he played guys like this. So that's kind of how you do it. I'm just.
So I think down in the dumpster diving. I mean, down here I'm going to go Justin Suh. I'm going to go Scott Stallings, and I'm going to go nasty Nate Lashley. I think Nate Lashley could go. He could go low tomorrow.
Good choice.
What about you? What are your three?
Ryan Moore.
Oh, you got to take Carson. One of us has to take Carson
Young, Ryan Moore, Davis Riley.
I like it.
Boom.
I almost want to add Chess and Hadley in there too. I mean,
I'm always so tempted because his putter can get so hot.
I know.
Has he had a spike putting round yet? Can you check? Let me see what we got here.
He got destroyed by the par fives. I can't believe that. Look, all right. So Chess and Hadley, I'm adding him. Look at it. A bogey free round. And he did nothing on the par fives. Absolutely nothing.
But has he had a spike putting round yet? Because the guy's going to have a spike putting round.
I get what you're saying. So he gained a little bit. It didn't crush. Barely gained. So he's been putting a little over a 0.
All right. He's due for a +2. 2 over. Sorry.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, actually, in this sense, it might actually be +2 strokes. Yeah. +2 strokes game putting. Yeah.
All right, let's build a core for the people. I always like doing 4 players, so we each do 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you go first.
You're such a cock. I hate you.
I'll go first. I'll go first. Let's start with. I'm gonna take Cameron Davis then.
Dylon. Woo.
All right, so we got. Are you plugging these in so we know how much we got?
Yeah. So we got 82 per left.
We got 82 per. Let's go with. I want to be pretty different from. I know one of these guys is going to nuke up here. I think we both like Taylor Moore, right?
Oh yeah, because
Taylor Moore was a guy I looked at really hard coming into this week, but his form coming in was
so good on him.
But his form coming in was really suspect. Taylor Moore, I'm going Taylor Moore. He's T6 right now. I think he's got like a 7 or 8 under around him. Will that be enough? I don't think so, but it will be enough for at least like a third or second place finish.
I know just the guy to wrap this up, baby. Tyler Duncan, 6,900.
T-Dunks. Woo, baby. So that can you read it off again?
Cameron Davis, Tyler Duncan, Taylor Moore, Dylan Wu.
God, that is really spicy. How much left per position?
86 per.
All right. That allows you could get a stud, you could get an Aberg, you could probably get Ricky might be tough, Morikawa might be tough, but again,
so Ricky leads you 6'5", and there's a lot of 6'5" guys you can choose from.
There you go. Yeah, that's a really great core to build off of. I really like it.
That's good.
Any final thoughts tomorrow, Kurt?
No, I'm just really excited to kind of mix and match these 6K guys. Like a couple we mentioned, like even in the core, like Trevor Cone, T-Dunks, a couple guys I'll be rotating. Obviously, it's going to be a situation of who's going to fit in the right one. Hopefully, I have the Bink and the 20-30 max stuff that I'm doing. But good luck to everybody. Let's get into another Birdie Fest next week, John Deere, and then we're almost off overseas. Can't wait.
JT's not in the field for the John Deere, is he?
He's not. Well,
I hope
basically
not.
Means he's a lock to miss the playoffs, I'm pretty sure, right? He's not in the top.
No, I think he's in the playoffs.
He's in the top 70. He sucks.
He's 68th right now. Maybe he has to play the John Deere. Oh my
I thought
gosh.
he would, but I guess he's going to take his chances. He has to make the cut with these next couple of them.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to play him. I don't want to play that bum. God.
Right now he's on the field, so he's not. He's basically.
I know. Hopefully it stays that way. With that in mind, everyone, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Helps us out a lot. We do have a code going on right now, Summer 33% off over here at Rumpier Sports. We will have Wimbledon content coming up. We're going to do a few shows for that. But everything's going to be dialed in. MLB tomorrow, NASCAR, all of the winners. Look at those guns. Jeez. For Kurt, I'm AP, and I am going to get us out of here.